Hey guys, Justa guy here with another episode of Tektopia, and as you may be able to tell, I have my account transfer cape. Finally have a cape, yay! But yeah, I had to transfer over. MC edit or MC multi-MC whatever finally accepts Microsoft accounts, so I transferred. And behind me, you may see what was hopefully built in the time lapse, unless the recording gets messed up, is the farms. I started to convert the farms into something a little better. Just one thing of water in the middle, 4 blocks in all directions, so a 9x9 of crops. Pumpkins above to provide light, so it's no lower than I think 8 in the farthest corner. Nice little glass. I went with red mostly because I had red dye the most from the beetroots. And it just leads right into one and another. The little trapdoors prevent people from walking in the water. And then having this pumpkin here prevents me from being able to jump at all. And even here, oh, I didn't finish the inside of this. I ran out of these, I think, at the time. These half slab roofs kind of prevent people from jumping at all, so they can't get high enough to break crops, which I'm hoping will solve the issue I have with beetroots getting broken occasionally, and then the cook making beetroot stew out of broken beetroots, which weren't the NPC beetroots, and that keeps giving me bowls. Like I have 16 or 20 non-player bowls. But I basically wanted to finish this. I did most of it off camera. I still have 1 or 2 more to build, but I got a lot of them done. I got 2 on the ground here, 2 on the ground. I still haven't quite taken out all the old crops yet. I'm working on it. But I have 2 on the ground, 3 in the sky, and they just connect nicely with each other. As you can see, like right here, I could jump, but it's not enough to break a crop. It's only like 1.5 blocks. Walking on and off that trapdoor, I can't break anything. That's kind of a nice view. Was a lot of glass though. Luckily, I found a desert. Oops. Yeah, I still have a little bit left. Probably enough for 1 more. And I'll probably build it underneath here. But the main focus of this episode is a mod. It's the Tektopia Information Mod. It is the only mod I found that works with Tektopia at all, which is unfortunate because Tektopia is pretty awesome, but there's a lot of things that could be improved. To get this mod to work, you have to install it. It does support What Am I Looking At, or Walla, or whatever, and Universal Probes, or whatever other mods. You have to install those separately, though. They don't come with it, so I don't have it on currently. But just the basic one is you get a book, any empty book, and you right click either on a villager or part of your troops, and you get a book, and it'll tell you all your troops and stuff, how long they've been alive, their level, their health, their hunger, happiness, intelligence, if they're blessed or not, how much armor they have, which only really applies to stuff, where their home is, their bed, current structure, current position, and then all their professions other than minor in the top 4 if they have any. And you have all these tabs. So you have the village as a whole, how big it is, structures, residents, profession, sales. How many people I've bought, I think. Merchant sales, how many times I used a merchant, which I thought would be way more than 30 through. Nobody has no beds. Next page. And this is structures. All of those structures, total structures 15. Tells you what you have, you know, mine shafts and town halls and all that stuff. Can't really do anything with the information on each page here. There's no clicking things. Blacksmith, where it is. The guard post, where it is. Homes, library, kitchen. So in case you forget where something is or you're curious. All this good stuff. How many homes? 4. Total beds 16. Total residents 16. No barracks. 2 regular homes. You know, all these nice little things. Let's see. Home. Total floor tiles 63. Total residents 8. 2 adults. No children. 1 male. 1 female. You know. All this. Oh, it tells you who they are even. Wow. Okay, that's cool. their level, their position, and I guess oh, I guess you can't click on that. You get the home, the position, their residence. This is really kind of cool. Professions, how many you have of each type. So I have no childs, I have no butcher, no captains, teachers, ranchers. Yeah. All my bards, all my blacksmiths, all the various things. Miners. Interesting, what do the little check marks mean? Residents in the village, males, females. Pretty cool. Oh, and here's the personal pages again. And you can skip around with the little tabs. Happiness. Range is about 20 to 40, which isn't good. Happiest person to least happy person, I think. Hunger. Yeah, wow. Sales history. Wow, I didn't know that. Economy. Redstone, junglewood, oakwood. Yeah, as you can see, iron tools and wood have been the main thing I've been able to sell. I think it doesn't keep everything, because I know I've sold vegetables. So maybe it only keeps like so many of the last things you've sold. Because yeah, I know I've sold wheat and stuff like that. But you got all these tabs that are separate, right? Yeah. And that's about it for this. You know, you can tell what oh, because you have to click on an actual thing to get to where you can't just use the book. But if you go to residence, or let's go to professions. I guess we'll go to residence. Actually, if we find the person, we can click on it easier. I want to find my guard. If he's not sleeping, he should be at his post. Now, if you have the wall or whatever, the what am I looking at mod, you can just hover over them and you'll see stuff. But I can do this and I can see that, you know, he has diamond boots, leggings, and all that stuff, which is nice because otherwise you can't tell what kind of weapon they have. And I've also noticed that they don't have any real priority towards enchantments. Like, they'll take any enchantment regardless of effectiveness. So, yeah. And they won't downgrade from diamond to, say, iron if diamond isn't enchanted and iron is. But yeah, I just thought this was cool. I am slightly disappointed that you can't just open this book anywhere. And like I said, I don't have the other two things on there, so I can't just look at him and get everything. But I just thought it was cool, and I wanted to build that farming area for a while now. I was sort of debating on, you know, what I wanted to do, but yeah, unfortunately you can't seem to keep this, I guess. I thought, you know, once you use the book it would convert it, but apparently not. And it doesn't really matter what you click on. The only difference is when you click on something, it zeroes in on that information's page. You click on them, you just get the basics. I think if you click on the merchant, you'd get the merchant. So yeah, let's see what this guy can tell us. The cleric, he is up to intelligence 32. Remember, she started out at 6 or so. She was pretty dumb. Other than that, not really much you could say about her. She's pretty happy though, pretty hungry. Been alive 94 days. So basically, very long time. I think my chef is one of the longest living persons, 174. And then maybe one of my farmers that hasn't died. I think the only people that have died has been miners and guards. Let's see, 95. 140. 174. The chef, yeah. 194, that farmer. The male farmer is Oliver Strong, is my longest living person. I think it was Oliver Strong and a lumberjack that did die was my first person. Ooh, 195, so yeah, just slightly. 187? And obviously the miners are way newer. But that's pretty cool. I guess it's going to be a really short episode. I just wanted to show you guys the farm. My cape, to be honest. I'm kind of happy to have a cape. Although, I will say, not the most epic of looking capes. And you'll never see it if you have an Elytra in normal games anyway, so whatever. But I like that little mod in the book. I'm kind of disappointed at it not working now. Like, just, it doesn't convert the book into something you can use. But it does help a lot at finding out what your villagers are, all their levels, and what your guards are wearing, especially in terms of equipment. And if you want to track, like, magical enchantments and stuff. Oh, I mentioned this. I built this little cheesy farm. Just a couple things of iron that I stole from the chest. And some pistons going down to harvest melons and pumpkins. It's like 2 melons and 2 pumpkins. And it automatically feeds into this chest, which is in the storage area. So basically we have some access to melons. I eat them and the villagers eat them occasionally. And then there's pumpkins, which I obviously been using as jack-o'-lanterns for hanging lights, because I don't have glowstone or anything right now. And eventually the pumpkins will also make pumpkin pie, but I need eggs, I believe, before they'll do that, and maybe milk. But yeah, I'm just really happy with how this turned out. Oh, and I also mentioned I moved all the sugarcane over here. I don't really need them to harvest it too much, and it's just out of the way that way. I had thought of putting it between each layer, but it made more of an issue than not. So, yeah. I just like this, and but yeah, guys, check out this Tektopia Information Mod if you're playing this. I highly recommend it so far. It's not as in-depth as I would have liked, but it's better than nothing, and honestly, considering this mod hasn't been updated in a while, I'm glad somebody bothered to make a mod for it. But yeah, this is just a guy signing off. Catch you guys later. Bye.